In today's video on how to make the picket fence angels, this is some of the material that we will be using. A piece of old picket fence, some wire brads, preferably small, 17 gauge by 1 inch or 18 gauge by 3/4 inch will do. Small hammer, some jute twine, wood glue, a cordless drill, some scissors, a pair of needle nose pliers, a paint stick, some wire, one circular washer or anything of that nature will work, a small jigsaw, a belt sander, and a few wood clamps. So stick around and we'll get right back to the project. Welcome back to Garden Rebel channel, and today we're not going to be talking about anything to do with gardening or building some gardening boxes or anything of that nature. We are going to be doing a small craft that I noticed online when Karen had mentioned something about a Pinterest project. Okay, now you can substitute some of those items for other things that you may have laying around the house, but it is imperative that you have a jigsaw. And you're going to be doing one of the picket fence. That's all it is, just an old picket fence panel, and turn it into a small angel. Now, when I seen these, I thought, oh, it can't be that hard, and it's not. However, when you look online for these guys, and you can Google picket fence angels, you're looking at about 18 bucks plus about $10 shipping. So a $30 cost for 2 pieces of wood this size? You got to be kidding me, right? So we're going to show you how to build these real quick. Now, to start our process, what you want to do is to find the middle of your board, 3.5. Now, what I would do, let's go down just a little bit here. Now, simply just go from the corner up. The other corner up. I got a little bit out of line, but we'll do it like this better. Make my line a little darker. And you're going to have that. Simple, easy. Nothing hard about it. So, we're going to take any kind of round object. I just use a washer because I got the hole in there and I kind of line it up right there in the middle. Simply going to outline it, and again make it dark, because once you start using a jigsaw, some of your paint's going to come off. And I did hit it with a sander just a little bit to clean it up. Now the only thing we got to do is cut it out the jigsaw. All right, when we start removing the wood with the jigsaw, I'm actually going to just get up in here and get it roughed in. I'm going to make sure I get as close to my line here as possible, in here, but when it gets to this area right up in here, it may break. So what we're going to do is we're going to take care of that with the belt sander. So just kind of get it roughed in. All right, as you can tell, we've got our angel cut, kind of roughed in. Going to use the sander for this little area, don't want it breaking. But now we're going to get our wings situated. Now this is an old piece that it broke, so I just want the flat end, the factory edge up here, and you're just going to kind of freehand them to match your angel to see if that's what you want. It's going to kind of look like that when you cut it out. So the bigger the angel, as you can tell, there's a size difference, the bigger the wing you want. I think that'll work just fine. So let's get that cut out, and I'll be back to show you how we sand it, and then we'll simply assemble it real quick and easy. So let's get to cutting. Now let's move on to the sander. Since our belt sander has been messed up, actually the motor burned up on it, we have had to come up with some ingenuity that a lot of at-home woodworkers use. Now I'm not saying this is the safest thing in the world to do, but it does get the job done for us. Wood clamp, belt sander. That's that. Now we're just going to hit our angel on this a couple times, straighten up the head, sand it down. We're going to smooth the wings up, and then we're going to take the jigsaw and add a couple little notches like this for the feather area. So let's get the party started. Now, before you get started, let's go over some safety aspects about this. Do not stick your nose or your lips or your fingers to this while it's in motion. It will hurt. It does not polish teeth. We're simply going to use it to remove the excess wood around the head of the angel and nothing else. I'm going to place our angel right here on the wood, about center where you want it. Right there. In a little bit. Just rough it up. It ain't got to be perfect. This is actually the back of the wing, so if you mess up, you can just go right over and do another one. Alright, let's now go to the assembly part. A little bit of wood glue. And a clamp. Just kind of even it up in the middle. Don't go overboard on the wood glue. Let it set for about 10 minutes. Alright, after your 10 minutes are up, you're going to take your angel, flip it over. We're going to get one of the 3/4 inch nails. Make that 2/4 inch nails. And we're going to stagger our nail pattern. These are very small nails. I use them in beekeeping, so I've always got them around. We're just going to stagger. We're going to put one here and one here. That way the wings don't move around. Now the angels that you order online are pretty much freestanding. That means you just have to line them up against something. What I've done though is I've created a back out of some old scrap wood. Just simply take a piece of wood, square it up, lay your angel down after it's been assembled. This is where the 1 inch comes into play. Now remember though, you're going to have wood to where the 1 inch nail will penetrate to there. If not, you can use a longer nail. I just like to use the wire brads because it doesn't split wood as bad. Simply place flush with the bottom, and I put a little bit of wood glue on there, not much, and just center it up. And there's your freestanding angel. That way you can put them on a table or countertop or anything like that. So let's get started decorating our angel with our jute twine, and we'll make a halo real quick out of some old wire. You can use pretty much anything you can find. As long as it's got some diameter to it and it's noticeable and something you like, then that's fine. You don't have to put a halo on there. A lot of them I see don't have them on it. But I just think it's a nice little touch. So we'll do that in a second when I get back, and we'll finish this project up. Okay, so to finish our angel up, I'm going to take a cordless drill. I'm going to find a spot in the top of her head part somewhere, and we're simply going to place a small hole. Now be careful, don't drill through your finger on this. Doesn't have to be deep, about 1/16 of an inch. Small hole. Now, okay, after you've got your hole drilled, get your wire. And I simply just do it with my hands, make a little loop. Take your needle nose pliers, whatever you've got, bend the loop over. Simply like that. Close down on it. Then I'm going to take the angel part and I'm going to figure out where I want my halo to be, about the height. I would say that looks pretty good right there. So I'm going to mark it with my fingers, spin it over, and I'm going to go up just a little bit and cut it. Then I'm going to take this, bend it over like that. Flatten it down. I didn't have it real flat. So it'll go in there and it'll create a tension where it won't fall out. And then just simply push it down in. So we've got our halo. Now, jute twine. I'm going to rough it up with my hands a little bit. Unravel it. Give it that kind of old tattered look. Unravel a few strands of it. And I may have too much cut, but it's simple just to snip off. I'd rather have too much and not enough when I do it. So I don't like using patterns when I make these because I like every one of them to look different. I'm simply going to take the jute line, the string, go through here one time, just pull it through, make a little scarf for her, go back around, do it again, and that's it. Everyone's going to be different. You've got to add your own character to it. And that's fine and dandy. Now, we've got some small ones made and everything. But from this to some really neat, cool Christmas decorations for the top of the fireplace this year. Easy to do. Simple. 18 to 20 bucks a piece plus shipping. And we've done it in less than probably 15 minutes out here in the shop with simple hand tools. You know, it's a neat little craft to do. I'm going to about wrap this video up. We've completed our project. We've got some more interior angels made. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to put my sunglasses on. It's like December the 3rd, but man, this sun is bright down here. Should have put another garden out. But anyway, getting back to our angels, here's what we've got. We've got about 5 or 6 of these guys right here completed, and this is all I used. Some old picket fencing that we took down at another home that I done some work on. And this stuff has been, the kids paint it, they build little crafts out of it, the grandkids. We come in here and I let them nail. This is just old scrap wood that I keep around the shop. And this is $100 worth of artistic decoration that you'll find on Pinterest and Etsy and places like that. Simple to make. You can do it with basic hand tools, jigsaw, belt sander, and it's a simple thing to complete, really. So, $30 a pop, 15 minutes for one, you know, 1 hour. If I can make $100 an hour doing these, I would retire just sitting in my shop all the time. But it's not going to happen. You know that, and I know that. But listen, I'm going to stop this video right here and say, please, if you're not a subscriber, do so. Hit like, leave a comment. If you've got a question, please feel free to ask it. I know this is not a garden video, but in the wintertime, there's not a lot of gardening going on. However, next week, we will be building a box for Karen to grow her rosemary and mints and things like that in next spring out of an old shipping pallet that a buddy got me. Well, it's not really a pallet, it's more like a crate. And we're going to take that, and it's going to be simple skill saw or jigsaw, 1-2 before, and just some wood that was free. It's not treated with any chemicals. It's not pressure treated. It's got a little bit of ink on it, some staples, but other than that, it was free wood. And that's all that we're about on this channel, doing everything as cheaply as we possibly can. So until next time, I'm Todd, the Gardening Rebel, and I hope to see you back down at the garden spot.